Hello, beautiful souls. In today's pick a card reading, we are about to seek guidance from your spirit guides and find out which messages are meant for you. So let's not waste any time and proceed towards the reading. Alright, so for the pick a pal, I will be using the Archangel Oracle cards, and I will be using the Season of Fox Tarot the entire week because for those of you who are new to my channel, I'm choosing one tarot deck which I'm using the whole week, and every week I'm changing the tarot decks in order to keep things more interesting. So let's see which archangels are going to represent the piles between which you can choose. Okay. So let's see which card is going to represent pile number 1. Okay, the card wanted to come. Seraphim Seraphisa. Okay, this is interesting. Let's see. These are way too many. Those archangels wants to jump. I might use them in the reading as well. I was not planning to, but I feel like they want to deliver messages, so I will do it. Let's see which card is going to represent pile number 2. We have Archangel Sandalphon. And let's see which card is going to represent pile number 3. For pile number 3, we have Archangel Charity. Okay, so you will see the cards on a bigger screen after a few seconds, and just focus on the card that attracts you the most, the one that your intuition is triggering, the one that your intuition is guiding you towards. And if you feel like, you can even pause the video. So let's proceed towards, choose. I'm getting confused. Just pick the card that attracts you the most, and I'll meet you on your reading. Hello there, pal number 1. For those of you who chose Seraphim Seraphisa, well, here we actually have a seraph, not an archangel, seraph which is higher than archangels. And the card is saying to you, relax and open up to source, keep your heart open. So indeed, I feel like just by choosing this card, your spirit guides want to say to you to open up yourself, to just open your heart and let things flow. Just open up to the universe, open up to new things, and don't stay in stagnant energies, just keep moving. This is what I'm sensing just from this card, because you can see that here we have that seraphim that is holding this flower. It's like this flower is opening up and bringing some kind of enlightenment, and there is also light that's reaching the forehead of this seraphim. So I feel like your guides wants to say to you just to expand a bit your mind and your heart, just to open up and let things flow and let the energies enter you. Okay, so first I will use some oracle cards, and then I will proceed with the tarot cards in order to see what messages your spirit guide wants to translate to you. Okay, so please, Spirit, tell us what the spirit guides of the people who chose Seraphim Seraphisa wants to say to them. What are the messages that are meant for pile number 1? I will just pick the cards like this. Okay. And I will reveal them one by one. So, the first card wants to say to you, follow the path that's right for you. And, well, just by this card, follow the path that is right for you, I feel that your spirit guides wants to say to you that no matter what you're doing, you are on the right path. There is no right or wrong. You are always moving the way you are supposed to move. And don't feel like I made a mistake or I made this or that, and it is not going to influence your life path. Whatever you are supposed to experience in this lifetime, you are about to experience in it. So this card just wants to remind you that you are following some kind of life path that is meant uniquely for you, and you should not worry that you are going to stray away from this path, because you are always following your life path. I will just put the card here because it has some kind of angelic. Actually, it's the same card that is on the background of these cards, which wants to indicate that the messages for you are somehow special, pal number one. I mean, the fact that we have a seraph, not an archangel, wants to indicate that there is some kind of spiritual awakening here, or something spiritual about pile number one. For those of you who chose pile number one, there is some kind of higher knowledge, or some kind of expansion of the mind. This is what I'm feeling. The second card is look at life from a higher perspective. Okay. Another card that wants to say to you that you should just fly above the things that most people like. What I mean is that just fly above troubles, fly above things that most people are focused on. Like just keep higher consciousness and see things from a higher perspective, not zooming into troubles or problems or things that are bothering you. Just accept things and look at them from a higher perspective. This is the message that I feel from this card. And it literally says to you, look at life from a higher perspective. So, I mean, in all the cards, I feel that the messages wants to say to you just to, like, not literally, but figuratively said, just spread your wings and fly above all troubles or all things that are bothering you, because there is some kind of higher perspective that you should focus on. There is some kind of higher perspective that will let you release yourself from all the things that are keeping you chained. And the last card is shine your inner light brightly. Okay. So another card that wants to say to you that, well, from all the cards that we got until now, I sense some kind of expansion. I sense some kind of spiritual power. And whatever is happening, the cards want to say to you just to shine your inner light, just to realize that you have light within you, and just don't be afraid to shine that light. Just show the world. I mean, here we have literally a world and an angel that is flying above this world. Just don't be afraid to show who you are. Just be yourself and shine your light, because your light is unique. Okay, I will place the card here, and then we are going to proceed with the Seasonal Fox Tarot and see what your spirit guides wants to say to you. Just reshuffle. Okay, so please, spirit guides of pile number one, please let us know what messages are meant for the people who chose this pile. What do you want to say to them? We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Sun in reverse. And the Seven of Swords in the bottom of the deck, reverse. Okay. So, I feel that this message is quite specific. It might resonate with some of you, but here we are talking about a situation that felt like a missed opportunity. And we have Ace of Pentacles. It might be something related with your work, or in general some kind of opportunity, something that felt like a missed chance for you. Something that you felt that you couldn't succeed, you just missed your chance. And we have the Sun card in reverse, which wants to indicate that this thing had potential to bring you happiness, but since the Sun is in reverse, I feel like that happiness is not true happiness, whatever that thing is that felt like a missed opportunity. But in the bottom of the deck, the cards wants to say to you that whatever this is, it was related with some kind of illusion, with some kind of trickery, or something that was like a deception, something that you were not able to see clearly, but it might have felt like a missed opportunity, but it actually saved you from some kind of trap, because we have the Seven of Swords. Your spirit guides want to say to you that you saved yourself from some kind of trap or some kind of situation that would have made you feel deceived. And whatever felt like a missed opportunity was not actual opportunity. It was, well, it was some kind of deceit, some kind of trick, or something that would have put you in a trap. Because with the Seven of Swords, you can see that we have a fox that is stealing 5 of the swords and running away from a tiger. And it's holding something in its mouth like a prey. So for some of you, it is something work related, or if it's something investment related, it might have been some kind of scam or something that would have caused you damages. But it could be any kind of situation. Even we can even consider this for love situations. Maybe you were in love with someone, but things did not happen, and the cards want to say to you that you just dodged the bullet. Okay, let's keep moving. Please, spirit guides of pile number 1, let us know more messages. What do you want to deliver to pile number 1? What they should know. We have the 10 of Wands in reverse. We have the Magician. And we have the High Priestess in reverse. Okay, so your spirit guides want to say to you to listen more to your intuition, because your intuition is going to lead you to the paths that you are supposed to walk. But have faith and listen to your intuition, because this is a very spiritual card. And I mean, here you can see literally that this fox has scroll and there are things that are written there. So I feel like this is some kind of destiny that's written on these scrolls, and it wants to say to you that you should just listen to your intuition in order to follow your path, in order to know that everything is going to go the way it's supposed to go. And just by looking at this fox, I can see some kind of certainty. I can see some kind of mysterious energy which wants to say that, well, I just feel that this fox knows everything. And just by looking at this fox, I'm sensing very mysterious and very powerful energy. So your spirit guides wants to say to you to listen more to your intuition. And again, they are broadcasting some kind of situation here. It might resonate differently for the different people that are watching this, but what I see here from these cards is that your spirit guides are saying to you that you are very skilled, you have the necessary skills for something, and they are saying to you to let go of some kind of burdens, to have more confidence on yourself, to listen to your intuition, and to let go of some kind of burdens. This might either indicate some kind of burdens that you are carrying. Maybe you are always trying to help other people, and maybe some people try to take advantage of you, and you are carrying like tons of things on your back. And yeah, your spirit guides are saying to you to let go of these burdens. Or in general, they just want to indicate to you that you are skilled, you are going to use your skills, and you are going to let go of some kind of burdens. So this is a good news. Let's keep moving. Or let's clarify this actually, because it's a bit interesting. Please, spirit guides of pile number 1, please tell us more about these burdens. What kind of burdens pile number 1 needs to let go? What we need to know about these burdens? Too many cards. We have the Hermit in reverse. And in the bottom we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay. So what I feel from these cards is that well, this again might sound very specific. I don't know if it's going to resonate with all of you, but I sense that somebody here is a bit shy. Somebody might have all the skills. Somebody might be very skillful and creative and person that can do many things, but they are very shy. That's why they have trouble to put themselves out. And as a general energy, we have somebody that is a bit more shy and somebody that has a fear to just put themselves out, just to show what they're capable of. And we got the Hermit card in reverse, which wants to indicate that you will be forced to go out of your comfort zone. You will be forced to show what you're capable of. You will be forced to share your talents with other people. And even though you might not want to, you will be in the lights. You will shine your own light, because you can see in this Hermit we have a lantern that is shining bright. And since the Hermit came in reverse, I feel that you are going to get out from some kind of isolation. You are going to enter a period in your life when you will meet more people around you. And another thing that I make as association with the Hermit is the Shine Your Inner Light card, because here we also see a light, and here we also see a light from the lantern of the Hermit. So I feel that your spirit guides want to say to you that you might be forced to meet more people, you might be forced to be around more people and just show what you're capable of, or just show your talents, even though it will make you feel a bit uncomfortable, because in general you might be a bit more shy person, or person that has difficulty to just show their potential, to show what they have. But even if you feel like that, you should rest assured that you are skilled, you have all the skills, and you are going to let go of some kind of burden. I'm hearing social anxiety. Maybe somebody here that is watching this is having social anxiety, and the spirit guides wants to say to you that you are going to let go of this anxiety that you might be feeling. Okay, let's keep going. Please, spirit guides of pile number 1, please let us know more messages about pile number 1. What pile number 1 needs to know more? What do you want to say to pile number 1? We have the Page of Cups. We have the Three of Cups in reverse. And we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, I will just place the cards here. So we have the Page of Cups and the Three of Cups in reverse. Just let me think about this. The Page of Cups wants to indicate a situation where you might be after something, where you might get some kind of situation, some kind of opportunity that will make you happy. So indeed, I feel that your spirit guides wants to say to you that there might be something that might come into your life that will make you happy, some kind of opportunity or some kind of situation that will just make you feel emotionally happy. This situation in general won't bring you that much financial benefit, because we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Whatever the situation is not going to put you on, well, it's not going to make you feel balanced physically or financially. It is going to give you some kind of emotional balance. You might find some kind of new hobby or something to follow, something that you like. You might just follow a course. But whatever it is something that is going to make you feel happy. Emotionally, it will give you some kind of balance. But the other thing about this inspiration that might come into your life, we have the Three of Cups in reverse. And this is card of celebration. So another thing that gets my attention is that here we have 3 foxes. So again, I feel that whatever this new thing is, it is not going to be something that requires a lot of people to be around you. You will be pretty much on your own, and you are going to enjoy that new hobby or new thing that you are going to find quite inspiring. It might be some kind of series or movies, or just something that will place you in that right zone where you need to be. Actually, it kind of makes sense to me, because in your outer world, I feel that you are going to be forced to be a bit out of your comfort zone. And seeing this here, it wants to say to you that despite that you are going to be despite the fact that you will be out of your comfort zone, you are going to find something that will bring you comfort. You might, for example, do meetings, meet people, and do all the things that require you to just be social. But at the end of the day, just go home and find something that just brings you peace. Okay, I will pick up all the cards, and since the archangels wanted to deliver messages as well, I will take some archangel cards and see what messages they want to deliver. And yeah, I might take some more tarots if I feel drawn to take more cards. So let's see what the archangels wants to say to pile number 1. We have Seraphim Seraphina, another Seraph card, pile number 1. Indeed, I feel that there are a lot of angels and higher dimensional beings around you, because for the moment we get Seraph cards for you, and also all the cards want to indicate to shine some kind of inner light that you have. And also the cards wants to say to you to just go above your troubles and think higher, see things from a higher perspective. So having the Seraphim Seraphina exactly wants to affirm what I just said, because the card is saying, be an ambassador for Earth, build your bridge to Source. So this card invites you to connect to something spiritual, to something higher, to just connect with your higher self, or just connect with higher forces. It might invite you to do meditation, or just do some kind of spiritual practices that help you feel elevated. But having all those seraphs here, I feel that those of you who chose pile number 1, you have some kind of important mission, some kind of mission related with light beings or light workers. You might do light worker kind of job, or not job, but just being a light worker, helping people. In general, I feel that you are somebody who helps other people, and always takes responsibility for the others and tries to make sure that everyone is feeling good. So this card wants to say to you that wants to say to you to be an ambassador for Earth, build bridge to Source. So this wants to indicate that, well, I don't know why in my mind I'm hearing the word Earth Angel. So I feel that some of you who chose this pile, you are like Earth Angels. You are always caring about other people. You are always trying to make things good for everyone else. And yeah, I just sense some kind of higher energy, higher frequency from those of you who chose this pile, because we got all the seraphs and all the cards are indicating something like that. Okay, let's pick more cards. Let's see what more archangels want to say to you. Okay, we have Archangel Bobki. I can't pronounce it that good. Bobki. It is saying to you, it is time to fly. Listen to your intuition. Another message for your intuition. So I feel that indeed, those of you who chose this pile, you really need to listen to your intuition, because you got this confirmed 2 times. And we have the Archangel Bobki, who is Archangel of the birds. And the birds are related with freedom. They are flying above problems, they are flying above troubles. And indeed, this card is saying to you it's time to fly. But another thing here is that you got this card, which also wants to indicate look life from a higher perspective. So I feel that Archangel Bobki wants to say to you it's time to change your perspective. It's time to just try to see things from a higher perspective, and just try to not zoom in, try to zoom out in order to see your troubles fade away, in order to see things for what they are, in order to see how, well, for you at the moment, if you are in some kind of troubles or problems, they might seem quite difficult to overcome, but maybe when you see them from a higher objective, you are going to realize that it is actually something that is going to go with the natural flow of life. Okay, let's keep taking cards. Let's see what other messages Archangels wants to deliver to you. Apologies for the sounds, there isn't much I can do, there is always something going on here. Doesn't matter which time I am doing the videos. So let's see which another Archangel is going to make appearance and deliver you message. We have Lady Gaia. Okay, your challenges are lessons. You are loved and welcomed on Earth. So pretty much what I said. The Archangel Gaia Lady Gaia wants to say that to you as well. That whatever challenges you are experiencing here on Earth, they are lessons. They are something that is going to elevate you. They will help you just get on a higher level. And another thing is that the Lady Gaia wants to say to you that you are loved and welcomed on Earth. So indeed it wants to say to you that you belong to Earth and you are cherished. You are surrounded by light beings, and indeed, I mean, I just look at the card and I see her holding the Earth, the globe like this. It's like, well, I'm sensing a lot of healing energy from this card because there are a lot of green colors which is related with heart chakra. It's like heart chakra healing. But indeed I'm sensing something very soothing. And the card wants to say to you to just know that you're loved. To just know that you are welcome on Earth. And what you are doing is something that is noticed. Nobody will just deny your pressure, your presence, or the things that you are doing. So these were the messages from the archangels. Let me just take a look at the timer. Maybe I will take some more tarot cards just to wrap it up with some tarot. Okay, so please, spirit guides of pile number 1, please deliver final message for pile number 1, what they should know, what pile number 1 should know. Please deliver one final message for them. We have the 5 of Cups in reverse, we have the Hanged Man, and we have the 10 of Wands in reverse. Okay, this is a very beautiful message. So with 10 of Wands in reverse, your spirit guides and higher self and all those light beings around you wants to say to you that you are letting go of some kind of burdens that you've been carrying until now. You are freeing yourself from something, because this is the general energy that came from the cards with the 10 of Wands in reverse. And also you are getting out from some kind of pessimism, because with the 5 of Cups we have a pessimistic look, and having this card in reverse, it wants to say that you are getting out of some kind of pessimism and you are seeing things from a different perspective with the Hanged Man. You are literally gaining some kind of new knowledge, and you are freeing yourself from pessimism and letting go of some kind of burden that you have been carrying until now. Alright, pile number 1. So these were your messages from your spirit guides. If you enjoyed the reading, please don't hesitate to hit the like button in order to help more people see it, and also feel free to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done this yet, because your support is really precious for me. So that was it. I think the messages were quite positive and your spirit guides were quite friendly and trying to just give you courage and just to help you keep moving. So that was it. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your attention. Wishing you many blessings, and I hope to see you again. Bye. Hello there, pile number 2. For those of you who chose Archangel Sandalphon, well, This card is saying to you, tune into your divine potential, bring the world into harmony. So indeed, what I'm feeling from this archangel is that your spirit guides want to say to you that it's time for you to awaken to something higher, because this archangel is blowing a flute, and it feels like time for something is coming, time for waking up, time for aligning with spirit is coming. Because I'm sensing a lot of spiritual energy from this card. I'm sensing a lot of waking up, a lot of realization and things falling into place. Indeed, this is what I just sensed from this card. Only from this card, I'm sensing that something in your life is about to fall into place. Something will start making a lot of sense. If before things were quite confusing, nothing was making sense, now I sense that something is going to start making sense, and you are going to realize that everything that was going on with some kind of purpose. Okay, just like I did with the previous spouse, I will do the same with you. I will take some love and light oracles in order to get guidance from your spirit guides, and then I will proceed with tarot and just get some messages for those of you who picked pile number 2. So let's see what your spirit guides wants to say to you. Please, okay, these are too many cards. Please, spirit guides of pile number 2, please let us know what messages are meant for them. Okay, I will do like this. And then I will flip the cards. So the first message for you is, helping others is helping yourself. Okay, so this card is encouraging you to help others in order to help yourself, because just by helping others you are like expanding your aura, you are just increasing your vibration, and it helps you somehow, it helps you feel better, it helps you to just shift your direction, just to not focus on your problems, and just in general, I feel like when you help others, you are getting some kind of support yourself as well. This is what this card wants to say to you. Just going to put it here. Let's see what other message you are going to get. Speak words of love. Okay, so from this card, I am sensing some kind of gentle energy which wants to say to you to just keep your words aligned with love, because what I feel from this card is that I actually feel the law of attractions, because here we have a huge moon and it's shining really bright, and I feel that it is affecting somehow the sea. So I don't know why in my mind I'm getting the law of attraction. That's why this card wants to say to you to just speak words of love, just speak things that you want to hear yourself. Don't say things that you don't want to hear, because they are going to come back to you. And this card wants to say to you to just pick up your words in a way to use only words of love, because the love that you're speaking about is going to come back to you. And the next card is walk away from illusions and towards truth. Okay, this is something that I told you already with the Archangel Sandalphon. So those of you who picked pile number 2, I really feel that you are about to realize something. You are about to find out some kind of truth, something that was quite confusing for you before. You are going to come out from this darkness that this angel girl is. You are about to find your light and come out from some kind of darkness and just see things clearly. Just find out truth that was hidden in the dark. Okay, I will just place the cards here and then proceed with the tarot cards in order to get messages for you. So please, okay, the cards really want to speak on their own. So please, spirit guides of pile number 2, please let us know what messages pile number 2 is supposed to get. Actually, I will first reshuffle the deck like this. So, once again, please, spirit guides of pile number 2, please let us know what messages pile number 2 needs to know. Okay, we have 8 of Cups. We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, I was not planning to take another card, but I just took it. 5 of Swords, and in the bottom we have 10 of Pentacles. Okay. So this is a very interesting message pile number 2, because we have 8 of Cups, which wants to say to you to emotionally detach yourself from something, to walk away from something. And we have the Page of Pentacles under this, which wants to indicate it might be something financially, something from your financial life. Maybe you need to emotionally detach yourself from some kind of financial problem, or something that feels a bit heavy on you financially. And having the 5 of Swords, it wants to say to you that whatever the situation is that you are forced to walk out from, you are going to gain victory from this situation. But this victory is not going to be easy. It might cost you some kind of victims, some kind of damages, but you are going to gain that victory, and you are going to walk towards better times. In the bottom of the deck we have the 10 of Pentacles, which wants to indicate that here we are talking about some kind of abundance as a general energy. So your spirit guides are saying to you that you are going to walk out from something that was not good for you, something that was not bringing you financial benefits. Or let's talk a bit more general, because here the messages are general. We have Pentacles, but it might not only be financial issue, it might be something else as well, from all life aspects. Some kind of situation that was not nurturing you, some kind of situation that was not giving you what you wanted, giving you what you deserved, and you are going to walk away from that situation, and then you are going to achieve some kind of victory, which is going to be a difficult victory, but in the end the general energy is that you are going to find your happiness, you are going to find your abundance. Okay, let's keep moving. Please, Spirit, give us more messages for pile number 2. What do you want to deliver to pile number 2 as a message? We have 5 of Wands. We have the Lovers. Okay. And we have the 8 of Swords in reverse. Okay, this is very interesting. I sense 2 different messages for different type of people that are watching this. For some of you, for those of you who have love problems, love-related problems, having the Lovers wants to say that maybe now you are experiencing some kind of fight, some kind of conflict within your relationship, or with the person that you are in love with, or there is some kind of conflict with that person or this situation. Your spirit guides want to say to you that as a general energy, there will be some kind of clarity. You are going to set yourself free from something that made you feel stuck before. You are going to release yourself from something that made you feel stuck, like with your eyes blindfolded, and you are all tied up and not knowing which way to go. And also emotionally, you are going to release yourself from something that was heavy on you. For those of you who are not watching this regarding love issues, here we have with the Lovers, we have some kind of duality. Like you are trying to make decisions between one thing and another thing, and this is causing you a lot of conflicts, inner conflicts, or just some kind of battle inside of you. You are trying to figure out which way to go, this way or that way, and it is causing you a lot of indeed some kind of frustration. And we have the Eight of Swords reversed in the bottom of the deck, which wants to indicate that whatever that situation is, you are going to see things clearly. You are going to set yourself free from those burdens that you entered in. Okay, let's keep going. Please, spirit guides of pile number 2, please give us more messages. What pile number 2 needs to know. We have 5 of Cups in reverse. Again, we have 10 of Pentacles. And we have Justice. Okay, this is a very positive message, pile number 2. So your spirit guides wants to say to you that you are entering in some kind of happy times. You are entering in times where you are going to find abundance. You are going to just get what you want, because in this card you can see that we have all the pentacles and they are in the entire card. There is a lot of happiness, there is family. It might be something regarding your family, that you are going to feel safe and secure in family environment. Since this is a collective reading, the options might be different for the different people. But in general, having this card wants to indicate that you are entering in some kind of happy times. You are entering in times of abundance. And having the 5 of Cups in reverse wants to indicate that you are letting go of some kind of pessimism, something that maybe in the past you were seeing things from the darker perspective. You were seeing things a bit more negatively, but now you are letting go of this negativity because good times are coming. And this is coming in a quite fair way, because we have the Justice in the bottom of the deck. And just seeing this Justice, you can see that the fox is like falling from the sky. So it feels that the Justice is just landing in your horizon. Maybe you've been searching justice, maybe something was going in a very unfair way in your life and you were like, why everything is going so unfair? And now finally the justice is landing on your doorstep and everything is falling into place. Actually, this is pretty much what I sense from this archangel that came out. So the tarot cards pretty much wanted to confirm this. The messages overall came quite positive. So just as I mentioned, I will take some archangel cards for you as well, because this is what I did with pile number 1. And also the archangels wanted to deliver messages, so I will keep going with the archangels and find out what they want to say to you. Alright, so let's see which messages, which archangels are going to present themselves for pile number 2. Let's see which archangels are going to deliver messages to pile number 2. We have Archangel Muriel. Trust your own wisdom. Have faith in your psychic impressions. Okay, so in this card, again we have moon that shines bright, just like the moon here. So what I'm feeling indeed is some kind of intuition, because I sense a lot of sensuality in this card, because we have this incense, and also there are deep waters, which wants to indicate that your intuition is deep and all-knowing. You should trust your intuition. It's like the cards want to say to you that you have everything that you desire within you. You just need to flow with life. Just relax and set it free. Just relax and let everything to flow the way it's supposed to flow. This is what I sense from this card. And it is quite similar with Archangel Sandalphon that you chose yourself. I'm sensing some kind of gentle energy that is flowing. Here we have the flute that just lets the sounds flow. And here we have incense that is just letting that aroma to flow. So the archangels wants to say to you just to relax and let things happen naturally. Okay, let's take another Archangel card. Let's see which Archangel is going to appear for you. We have Archangel Raguel. Be fair in all situations. Resolve your conflicts. Okay. This is very interesting because we just got the Justice card in Tarot, and now we have Archangel Raguel, which wants to indicate about some kind of justice, about fairness. So this is another confirmation that unjust situation in your past is going to find justice. And also the cards wants to say to you always to be honest and fair, especially with yourself, because this is going to bring more clarity and more fairness in your life. But yeah, what I'm sensing from this card indeed is that you are going to find some kind of justice, something that was not going in a fair way. Now the karma is going to come back, or something is just going to get clear, something is going to get just. Okay, let's take another card. Let's see which Archangel is going to make appearance for pile number 2. And we have Archangel Mary. Okay. So whenever I see Archangel Mary, I sense some kind of protection, because just looking at her, she's holding this newborn, and I feel that she's protecting that newborn. She's going to do anything in order to keep this child safe. So the message saying to you, open your heart with compassion, enfold others in love. Another double message, because it's similar with what we see. We have this heart. Helping others is helping yourself. So Archangel Mary wants to say to you to open up your heart, because she's all dressed in green colors, and there's a lot of green colors in this card in general, which is the heart chakra. So it wants to say to you to open up your heart, and especially open up your heart for others. Some of you might be a bit more isolated. So this card wants to say to you to just accept others the way they are, and don't isolate yourself too much, because this will cause your heart chakra to close. And yeah, the cards just wants to indicate to you to open up your heart. And I also sense that it wants to say to you that you are protected, because she's just holding this child and she's protecting the child. So I feel that Archangels wants to say to you that you are protected. No matter what is going on, you are protected, and just don't be afraid to open up yourself and be who you are. Just shine your light and be who you are. Alright, well, just like I did with pile number 1, I will take some tarot cards as well for you, just to wrap it up, some final messages from your spirit guides. So please, spirit guides of pile number 2, please give us final messages that pile number 2 needs to know. What final messages pile number 2 needs to know? We have 7 of Swords, we have the High Priestess, and in the bottom we have the 9 of Cups. Okay, this is an interesting situation actually, because we have the 7 of Swords and the High Priestess combined, and the High Priestess is in reverse. So I feel that somebody is trying to escape or run away from destiny, or from some kind of universal laws in this situation. Because here we have the High Priestess that is represented as high being, somebody that knows everything, somebody that just has all the knowledge, somebody that is representing the universe and just everything that is surrounding us. This is what I'm feeling from the High Priestess, like some kind of goddess kind of element, just by looking at these folks. Somebody that knows everything. And since she came in reverse, I feel like maybe somebody is trying to trick their own intuition, or somebody is trying to get away from with something. Somebody is trying to just steal something, what we see in this card. Just take all those swords or run away, which is very interesting. I'm just trying to find what the messages from these two cards together, because here definitely we see something that that is not aligned with the universe, situation that is not aligned with intuition, with intuitive being, and somebody getting away with it. Somebody taking something and getting away with it. And in the end, we have the Nine of Cups as a general energy, which wants to indicate dream come true, getting all you want. So maybe actually the message is not directed in a negative way, because the Seven of Swords wants to indicate some kind of trickery, some kind of deceit. But since the card came like this, maybe this is some kind of lucky escape for you. Maybe you are just maybe you are just taking what you want, taking what you deserve, and running away from some kind of situation. I don't honestly know how it's going to resonate for all of you, but here I sense that your spirit guides wants to say to you to just escape from something, take all the best and run away, and you are going to have all your wishes fulfilled. You are going to be happy. You are just going to sit in some kind of lucky situation where everything that you want is going to come true. This is what I feel from the Nine of Cups. Some kind of wish fulfillment, but that wish fulfillment is happening in some kind of cheeky way. Something that is not quite aligned with the universe, but anyway, it is happening. Okay, this was very interesting and confusing. I will just take some more cards in order to clarify this. Please, Spirit, can you tell us more about this situation? Can you clarify this situation? We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Queen of Wands upright. Okay, two court cards. So, the Page of Pentacles in reverse might indicate investment, that you were not expecting to turn out successful, to turn out prolific, profitable. And another thing that comes to me from this Page of Pentacles, since I see this page completely ignoring this pentacle, just using it to lay down and playing with that mouse. Well, maybe this card just wants to say, just wants to indicate some kind of distraction in your life, some situation that you might not notice, or just be busy with something and not see what is going on the background. And having the Queen of Wands, well, from this card I'm sensing only bravery. I'm sensing spontaneous energy, somebody that can paint their own destiny because she's holding a brush, somebody that can just paint whatever they want. And also a lot of positivity, because you have all those sunflowers, which is solar energy, fire energy, just going with the flow. Okay, pile number 2. The more I go in this, the more confusing it gets, to be honest. I will take some more cards because I have hard time to find out what the situation is. But definitely here we are talking about trickery, and with the Page of Pentacles, maybe again we are talking about some kind of distraction, like not seeing something, being distracted with something else and not seeing what is going on actually. But in the end, the overall energy is positive again. Okay, please Spirit, can you clarify this? Can you clarify the situation? Ace of Cups in reverse, Five of Cups in reverse, and Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay, it's getting even more complicated. We got 3 Cups cards that came in reverse. So starting off with the Five of Cups in reverse, I feel that about the situation you are going to let go of just perception, something that you are seeing negatively. You are going to change the way you see something. You are going to let go of some kind of negative beliefs, and yet you are not going to start something new. You are not going to adopt something new. It's like releasing something, but at the same time not taking something new in its place. This is what I feel. And actually all the cups came in reverse, which wants to indicate that all the liquid, all the emotion is just going to be poured out. So whatever the situation is, I feel that emotionally you are just going to let go of all emotions. You are just going to, maybe the emotions will be too overwhelming for you and you are just going to let go of those emotions. But this is very interesting situation. This is indeed very interesting situation that gets more and more complicated, and I don't know how it's going to resonate for some of you, but for me it is very confusing. But having all those cup cards, we are talking about feelings and emotions that you are letting go. This is the main message that came to me about this, that you are just letting go of feelings and emotions. Maybe that's the thing that we, oh sorry for the camera shake, maybe that's the thing that we needed to focus on from the very beginning, because we have sword energy, and the sword energy is related with logic, with mind. So maybe your spirit guides want to say to you that you are just going to let go of things that are clouding your logic. You are going to let go of feelings and emotions and act with logic and take what you want, or just get what you want. This might be the message for some of you. Just letting go of those things that were clouding your mind and acting maybe a bit cheeky, but even though it's cheeky, we had a lot of justice cards that are indicating justice, that even that cheekiness might be somehow verified by justice. And just use your mind in order to escape from something and be victorious from it. Okay, well, that were the messages for you, pal number 2. I feel like overall the messages came quite positive. Just that last one was very confusing. I'm not sure if I completely managed to clarify it, because I really got confused myself, and the more cards I'm taking, the more confusing it becomes. So I would just leave it here, and maybe it will make sense for some of you, maybe not, but just take it with a grain of salt. So that were your messages, pal number 2. If you enjoyed the reading, please don't hesitate to hit the like button in order to help more people to see them. And also feel free to subscribe to my channel, because your support is really precious for me. And yeah, I love to create content for all of you. So just having all of you on my channel is really, really precious for me. So that was it. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your attention. Wishing you many, many blessings, and I hope to see you again. Bye. Hello there, pal number 3. For those of you who chose Archangel Charity. Well, Archangel Charity is saying to you, give with open heart and be generous. Well, what I'm feeling from this card is I just hear the message in my mind, sharing is caring. So whatever you give, that you receive. It might be related with law of attraction as well. Whatever you think, if your thoughts are positive, you are going to receive positive things. Whatever you wish to people, you are going to get the same thing. So what I'm sensing from Archangel Charity is indeed saying to you just to be more positive, just to give without having any expectations, just be open and be generous, and the universe will reward you. And literally just seeing this Archangel coming towards us, like she's coming towards us with a basket of richness, fruits and coins, and I mean literally here there are coins that are falling from this basket. I feel like you are going to receive some kind of rewards. Okay, I'm just going to put the card here. Oh, by the way, we don't have a candle. It just went out and I forgot to replace it. Just going to light it up. Okay, we are good to go. So I will use love and light oracle cards, and I will use tarot as well, and we'll see how things are going to go and how they are going to proceed. So let's start with the love and light oracles. So please, spirit guides of pile number 3, please deliver us the right messages that the people who chose pile number 3 needs to hear. Patience is its own rewards. Okay, so pile number 3, this card wants to say to you to be patient about something. There might be a situation in your life that is requiring for you a lot of waiting, a lot of patience. Maybe, I mean, I literally saw a way here, some kind of a road. So maybe you are heading towards a goal or something that you might want to acquire. And maybe it requires a lot of time, maybe it requires a lot of efforts. But this card is saying to you, patience is its own reward. So if you are patient about something, you are going to be rewarded. You are going to get where you're supposed to get. Okay, let's keep going. But the general message for you is to have patience. Let's see what other messages your higher self, your spirit guides wants to deliver to you. Please, spirit guides of pile number 3, give us more messages for them. Acknowledge God's truth. Okay. Well, another card that wants to say to you to accept things the way they are and just to be a bit more humble. I mean, from both of these cards, the general message I get is that they want to say to you to be a bit more humble, like be patient and just accept the truth, the knowledge from God or from whatever higher force you believe in. But yeah, the general message I get is that you should trust your journey. You should trust that you are going to get where you're supposed to get and just have more patience. Okay. Let's keep going. Please, spirit guides of pile number 3, please give us one more message for them. With God, all things are possible. Okay, so we have, I feel like these 3 cards are pretty much related with each other. because this one is saying to you to be patient. This one is saying to you to trust in God or whatever higher power you believe in, and just acknowledge the truth, the truth of that higher power. And then the final card is saying to you, with God all things are possible. So again, this card is saying to you to have faith. Maybe what you want is something that you consider impossible, but just have faith that things are going to unfold the way they are supposed to unfold, and just be patient. Just learn to be patient in order to let energies flow freely for you, not try to control them or direct them in some kind of direction. But the overall message for you is to trust that what is meant for you is not going to run away from you. It is going to happen the way it is supposed to happen. Okay, I will take some tarot cards as well in order to deliver some more specific messages from your higher self, from your spirit guides. I don't know why I say higher self. I did higher self last week. You can check that reading as well if you want to. Maybe there is something that you need to see there as well. Okay. So please, spirit guides of pile number 3, please let us know what messages you want to deliver to pile number 3. What do you want to say to pile number 3? We have the Magician in reverse. We have the Ace of Swords. And we have the Hierophant in reverse. Okay, this is very interesting. So we have 2 major arcanas reverse, and we have 1 Ace of Swords. Well, pile number 3, here I sense energy of somebody that really wants to achieve something, somebody that really wants to do something, like having an idea about the situation, or having an idea about the goal, because we have the Ace of Swords. Seeing an idea clearly, having some kind of clear idea, but in order to make this idea happen, you need some skills. And with the Magician in reverse, it wants to indicate that whatever this new beginning or new idea is, it doesn't have those skills or those requirements in order to be manifested, literally. Because, well, I don't know how to say it, but here we have some kind of a new idea that you might have in your mind, that you might want to make it happen. But since the Magician in reverse, I feel that this idea is not going to be manifested the way you want it to be manifested. Maybe this is what the cards wanted to indicate to you from the very beginning, that just trust that things are going to happen in the way they are supposed to happen. Not try to control things, because here with the Magician I feel that something is not going to manifest the way you want it to manifest. And having the Hierophant in reverse wants to confirm it as well, because Hierophant is associated with some kind of tradition. And having the Hierophant in reverse, I feel like something is going to happen in general as untraditional, not in a traditional way, in some kind of exclusive way. And yeah, my attention also got focused on those keys here. So maybe you are going to find keys to well, not literally find keys to some kind of door, but maybe you are going to unlock doors, not literally again. Maybe you are going to unlock doors that you were not expecting to unlock, and something might manifest after all. but not in a way that you wanted it, in a bit different way. Let's say you want to okay, this is a very bad example, but maybe let's say you want to get a red car, and then you see that your neighbor gets the exact red car that you wanted. So this doesn't mean that you are not going to get that red car either, but it means that you should keep your vibration and energy high in order to match that energy and vibration of that red car that you want to get. I don't know if I could explain myself that good, but this is just what came to me from this configuration of cards. Okay, let's keep going. Please, higher self of pile number 3. Again, higher self. I don't know why higher self is in my mind. Please, spirit guides of pile number 3. Please give us more messages that you want to share with pile number 3. Okay, these cards just jumped out. We have a Page of Swords in reverse. We have the 5 of Wands in reverse and 8 of Cups in reverse. Okay, 3 reverse cards. And we have 7 of Wands in reverse, and in the bottom we have 9 of Wands in reverse. Okay, whatever this message is, it has all the cards in reverse. And it feels like we are talking about situation that indeed I feel somebody's really pushing, really trying to make it happen, really forcing it, but the cards want to say that it is not going to happen exactly the way you want it. Okay, let's start one by one. We have the 5 of Wands in reverse, which wants to indicate giving up some kind of conflict, giving up some kind of idea or something that you've been fighting for, just giving up on it, deciding that there is no point to keep putting efforts. Then we have the Page of Swords in reverse. This is going to produce a lot of confusion. This is going to confuse you somehow, but on mental level you might accept things the way they are, because we have the 7 of Wands in reverse, which wants to indicate again giving up on something, letting go of defenses, just releasing something in general. But maybe on physical level, and to some part on physical level, I definitely feel that you are going to release something, you are going to let go of something. But on emotional and mental level, especially on emotional level, you are going to be stuck emotionally on this thing that you are releasing physically. I know it came a bit confusing, but I just feel that physically indeed you are letting go of an idea or goal or something that you had, that you've been fighting for and you've been defending, you've been pushing yourself towards it, but in the end you just decide that it's not going to work anyway. It can be any kind of situation, it could be even love related situation. It is collective reading, so it's going to resonate in a different way, but yeah, here I just sense that you decide that there is no point to fight for it anymore, and you are just going to let go of your guard, let go of your defenses and just release it. And still it will be very confusing for you, because you really want it, but still it's not coming to you, and it is somehow confusing you. And indeed this is going to produce some kind of emotional stagnation, like having hard time emotionally to detach yourself from this, even though physically you let go of it. And we have the 9 of Wands in reverse. Well, in this card we have folks that are just sitting and resting, because it has done a lot. it has put all its achievements on a tree, and there is ink from those brushes that we see, and that ink is actually painting the fox. So again, here I sense giving up on something, like really releasing something that might you might have put a lot of efforts. This is the general energy, and actually it makes a lot of sense. I have to be honest, pile number 3, the message is a bit, well, it is a bit difficult to assimilate, but the first message that came to you, we have the Ace of Swords, which wants to indicate new beginning, new idea, something new on mental level. And since we have the Magician in reverse, it wants to indicate that it's not going to manifest the way you wanted it. And I feel like many of you are going to just release that thing, even though emotionally you will still carry that thing, emotionally you will still be stuck on that thing. On a physical level, you will say, no, I'm done with this, I'm going to release it. Okay, so let's keep going. Please, spirit guides of pile number 3, please give us one more message that pile number 3 needs to know. What other thing pile number 3 needs to know? We have the moon. We have the 7 of cups, and we have the 6 of cups. No, we have 4 of cups in reverse. Okay. Just going to move the Archangel Charity. So, we have the moon card and the 7 of cups. Well, with the 7 of cups, you can literally see that there will be choices, but you are going to be a bit confused about these choices. Actually, from all 3 of the cards, I'm sensing some kind of water energy, maybe because the moon is associated with the water signs in astrology. Also, it's representing Pisces. So, I sense water energy, but the message that is meant for you is that you are going to be faced with a lot of choices in your life. You are going to reach a period when you will have a lot of things in front of you, and you will have to decide what you want to take, which path you want to take. And to some extent, I see that you will be very excited. You'll be like quite anxious, and you will have so many choices, and you will just think about which one is best for you. But this is going to cause you a certain amount of confusion. With the moon card, I mean, you can see these foxes that are holding against the moon. I sense some kind of awakening as well, but also confusion. Or maybe this wants to indicate opening. Yeah, actually this is the message. I don't sense that negativity from the moon. I sense that actually you are going to wake up to something, because yeah, that's it. You are going to face a lot of choices between which you can pick, and you are going to wonder which one should you pick. But having the moon card, major arcana, I feel that you are going to see clearly which way you are supposed to move, because we have those foxes that are howling at a full moon, but the moon is blocked by the sun, I think, because we have like lunar eclipse or something like that. It seems like a new moon actually. Yeah, this is a new moon. Okay. New moon, which wants to indicate new path, new direction. So indeed, well, the message might be quite specific, but it might resonate in a different way for some of you. But in the past, there might be something that you might not see, you might have ignored. And now you're realizing about that thing. And you are facing a lot of choices. and these choices are going to open up some kind of a new path in your life, and you are getting awakened for that new path. You are just realizing which way to go. And indeed, having the Four of Cups in reverse in the bottom of the deck as a general energy wants to indicate that you are seeing something clearly, something that before you were not able to see, gaining some kind of clarity and choosing a path that leads you towards some kind of awakening, some kind of new beginning, new chapter. Okay, it is very interesting. I would just take some more cards in order to confirm what this new chapter might indicate. So please, spirit guides of pile number 3, please let us know what this new chapter or new path is going to involve. The sun. Okay. It came very beautiful, pile number 3. There is no doubt, whatever new path you are going to take. I mean, you can see here we have the new moon, like the moon is completely blocked by the sun, and there is something new that you are taking, and you can see here that it's leading you towards complete happiness. We have the sun, the most positive cards in tarot. Your final message was very, very positive, because we have 2 major arcana. I mean, we have the sun and moon next to each other. I mean, what's more to say about this? It might also indicate feminine and masculine energy coming together. I mean, it is going to resonate in a different way for the different people, because it's collective reading. And there isn't any general topic, it's just messages from your spirit guides. For some of you, it might be masculine and feminine energy coming together. For others of you, it might be just taking a new path and starting a new chapter in your life, which will be much, much more happier one. And again, we have the Four of Cups in the bottom of the deck, which wants to indicate that something that you've been missing before, some kind of a detail, some kind of a fact that you were not seeing, now you are seeing it clearly as a general energy, and you are living a much happier life. Okay, so I will take some archangel messages for you as well, just like I did with the other piles. I feel like I'm done with the tarot for now, because in the other piles I took some extra messages with tarot, but here the messages were a bit more confusing and I needed some clarification. So I feel like we got enough messages from tarot, so I will just proceed with the archangels. So let's see which archangel is going to make appearance for pile number 3. We have Seraphim Seraphina. Be an ambassador for Earth. Build your bridge to Source. Okay, so we don't have an archangel. We actually have a seraph, which is higher than an archangel, and it wants to indicate to you to just turn to some kind of higher realms, or just build your bridge to your higher consciousness. Just elevate your vibration. And yeah, the general message for you is get some kind of knowledge, because literally you can see that this seraph is carrying some scrolls with probably some kind of ancient writing, which wants to indicate that just enlighten yourself, just prepare yourself for the things that you want. Just well, I feel that as a general energy you are going to enlighten yourself, you are going to gain some kind of knowledge, something that will elevate your vibration. Okay, let's see which other archangel is going to make appearance for you. We have Archangel Zadkiel. It is time for transmutation. Carry the violet flame. Okay, so with Archangel Zadkiel, I really feel that you are going to transform, and it is going to be some kind of gentle transformation, because well, the other thing is that I sense some kind of spiritual energy, because we have the violet color, which is related with the crown chakra. So Again, we are talking about some kind of higher knowledge and transformation or transmutation. Maybe you are going to transmutate your life and change the way you see things, change the way you perceive things. Maybe you are going to have shift in your thoughts and in your perceptions, which is going to turn things in a much more positive way in your life. I mean, if you remember in the very beginning, I told you something about law of attraction and about the words that you are pronouncing, that they are coming back to you. So having this card with the Archangel Zachiel, I feel that it wants to confirm this, that there will be some kind of transmutation of your thoughts, of your words and your perceptions, which are going to bring much more blessings in your life. All right, let's take, okay, this card just jumped out. We have Archangel Azrael. It is time to let go, prepare for change. Another card that wants to say to you that something is going to change in your life, and this Archangel is carrying a newborn in its hands. And again, inside the wings of this Archangel, we have a lot of light. So I definitely sense for pile number 3 some powerful new beginning, letting go of the old patterns, letting go of the old perceptions and embracing something completely new, which is much more positive than what you have had before. And Archangel Azrael is actually Archangel of the life and death cycles. So literally, not literally, but I feel like for some of you, this message is quite powerful because it wants to indicate that you are going to let go of your old life and embrace a new life within one lifetime. I don't know how it's going to sound, but this is just what I had in my message, that within your lifetime here on this earth, you are having cycles and you are just letting go of one cycle. It's like you're letting go of one life and starting a completely new one, which I don't know how it's going to resonate for you, but this is the message that I just felt for pile number 3. Definitely there is some kind of powerful new beginning which is going to bring a lot of positivity for you. So those were the messages for you, pile number 3. If you enjoyed the reading, please don't hesitate to hit the like button in order to help more people to reach it. And also feel free to subscribe to my channel because your support is really precious for me. So that was it. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your attention. Wishing you many blessings, and I hope to see you again. Bye.